Dr. Ken here, and today we will be going over laboratory safety. Okay, so welcome to Biology 1111 Lab. You'll be doing various experiments, but prior to doing these experiments, you must learn to abide by the several safety rules to avoid injury. Being that this is an online class, you'll have to perform the experiments at home, in your kitchen, and provide your own supplies. And some of these safety rules may not apply. Okay. When you do your lab experiments, it is mandatory that you submit a photo with your results, and one of the photos must contain an image of yourself, and you have to submit these photos in Blackboard. Okay. If you don't submit photos, I will not grade your lab assignment. Late lab assignments will be penalized by 10%. And at the end of the semester, you'll have to prepare a 12-minute presentation with at least 15 slides. That will be your final project and your proctored event for the lab. Okay. Respondus Lockdown Browser and webcam are mandatory for the online class. Please download and install Respondus. Here is the link. There will be 3 exams and 10 quizzes. There will not be a final exam. Your presentation will be your final for the lab. So here are the laboratory safety rules that must be abided by when in a lab at Lanier Technical College. Most of these will not apply to you since this is an online course, but you will need to memorize these because these rules apply to most labs in general. So first, be on time. Attendance in the lab is mandatory. Keep the lab bench clear of all unnecessary materials. Place all books, coats, purses, backpacks, etc. in designated areas. Horseplay will not be tolerated in the laboratory. Okay. No eating or drinking in the lab. No eating, drinking, smoking, chewing gum, applying cosmetics, or anything that might accidentally result in ingestion of chemicals. This is strictly enforced in the in-person lab class. Confine long hair, loose clothing, and dangling jewelry. If you have like a bracelet that's hanging down and you reach for something, that bracelet may hook onto a flask and knock it over. No bare feet, no sandals, no open-toed shoes. Only closed-toed shoes are allowed in the lab. No shorts, no skirts are allowed, only long pants. Always wear a lab coat when in the lab. Eye protection is mandatory when working with chemicals, heat, or glassware. Wear disposable gloves when working with chemicals or bodily fluids, and change gloves after possible contamination, and wash hands immediately after gloves are removed. Locate exits, fire extinguisher, fire blanket, chemical shower, eye wash, first aid kit, broken glass container, and cleanup materials for spills. All Lanier Tech labs are supplied with a chemical shower, an eye wash station, and first aid kit. So please locate those. In case of fire, evacuate the room and assemble outside the building. Do not perform unauthorized experiments while in the lab. Do not use equipment without instructions. Never pipette by mouth. Use pipetting devices. All the Lanier Tech labs are equipped with these pipetting devices. Report any accidents to the instructor immediately, and don't panic if there's an accident. Never leave heat sources unattended when using hot plates. Note that there's no visible sign that they are hot, such as a red glow. So if you see a hot plate in the lab, assume it's hot. I once got burnt very badly. There was a hot plate on a bench and it was off and unplugged. But when I walked in the lab, the person using the plate had just turned it off and unplugged it. And I touched the hot plate and burnt myself. So just assume it's hot, even if it's unplugged and turned off. Okay, and use appropriate apparatus when handling hot glassware. In our labs here, we have heat-resistant gloves and tongs for handling hot glassware. Okay. Keep chemicals away from heat and sunlight. Keep containers of alcohol, acetone, and other flammable liquids away from flames. Do not pour chemicals down the drain as they may be harmful to the environment. We have chemical disposal containers for chemicals that are no longer needed. Wash skin immediately and thoroughly if contaminated by chemicals or microorganisms. Do not pick up broken glassware with your hands. All the labs here at Linear Tech have a broom and dustpan to discard glass into the appropriate glass containers. Place razors or sharp items in designated containers. And items that have come in contact with bodily fluids or liquid waste should be placed in the lab's designated disposal container. So pictured here is what a glass disposal container looks like. All the labs here at Linear Tech have these containers for broken glass. And pictured here is also a biohazard container for disposing of biohazards. Notify your instructor immediately if you're pregnant, colorblind, allergic to any insects or chemicals, taking immunosuppressive drugs, or have medical conditions that may require special precautionary measures in the lab. Cover any cuts or scrapes with a sterile, waterproof bandage before attending the lab. Do not allow any liquids to come into contact with electrical cords. Upon completion of the lab, place all waste in the disposal areas designated by your instructor. Leave the lab clean and organized for the next students. Spray the lab bench with ethanol solution and wipe clean with a paper towel. Wash your hands with liquid or powdered soap prior to leaving the lab. Okay, so here are some symbols. The yellow triangle with an exclamation point. This is a caution symbol that points out that special procedures or training are required. And then this symbol here on the right with the three circles and a circle in the center is a biohazard symbol and indicates that procedures may pose health concerns. Okay, so here are some of the laboratory equipment that we have at our labs here at Linear Tech. We have beakers, flasks, burners, test tube racks, serological pipettes, micro incinerators, safety goggles, and graduated cylinders. And here are some pipetting devices. And of course, we have hot plates and balances, transfer pipettes, and micro pipette tips. And always safety first. Be careful, be aware, and be safe.